There's a guy on the show that used to be an ex-pimp, and since he couldn't best me the last time, he did what a pimp does, and he got a bitch to do his dirty work. And that's what happened.
Your enemy is the guy Dave, not me, because I didn't call you any names. I said, let me just cut you my money up.
All right, so here's the rundown in case you missed it. Hip-hop legend Lord Jamar and comedy legend Godfrey are friends who respect each other. Lord Jamar goes on a podcast on his flat earth tip, and he starts challenging scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
You don't respect Neil deGrasse?
No, I would debate him in a minute.
Really?
Absolutely.
What about Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard is a smart dude, but he's off too.
The earth is a triangle. Let me explain.
They attempt to set up a debate with Neil deGrasse Tyson because they got mutual friends, but he's not available until like mid-February. So they opt for the second best option, which is to get this guy who specializes in debunking flat earthers. So they set up the debate. It does not go in Lord Jamar's favor. Lord Jamar is pissed after the debate and requests that he doesn't post it, apparently. So Godfrey decides not to post the debate. Professor Dave, however, had the footage on his end, and he decided to post the debate, and it made Lord Jamar look bad to the flat earth community. So Lord Jamar is pissed. He goes on his podcast and calls out Godfrey and his crew, basically saying they're, of low moral character in a nutshell, accusing Godfrey of being a fake friend, and here we are.
I was worried about the optics of a white dude.
But we tried to use a black man first. And my thing is this. Whatever the race is, somebody don't agree with you. And so let's see. It's science. Let's see what happens,
Right, but I said to you several times that I didn't like the optics of it.
Oh, right. Of course not. Right. We got to get a black person.
Right.
And we tried.
So Lord Jamar and Professor Dave started out the debate being pretty disrespectful towards each other, hurling personal insults. So they're trying to figure out, was there some type of back and forth that they knew each other before this debate? Did they see one talking trash about the other, or what's going on?
As soon as he gets on, I'm thinking it's going to be good. He goes, Professor Dave, do we have that? We're going to show this. And watch. It was very strange. And I was like, it kind of threw me off. All right, here we go.
Dave, here's my thing. Man, Professor Dave. Before he even get here. You know why?
Yeah, it was like, fuck. I just thought, I was just a little bit like that. I laughed. I was like, okay, I thought he was just going to say fucking and keep it going. But he was really like, I don't fuck that dude. I want to talk. And then what did he call him? Did he call him the F word?
Well, yeah. Said the F word, homo,
it was just weird. It was just a little.
At one point, I think he said he went down on his own father.
Which is also kind of ill because
at one point he said he went down on his own dad.
Okay. Yeah, that was weird. When they were going back and forth, Dave didn't stand down. He was like, no, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I was like, okay, this is going to be good. Yeah. And it got a little viral. It got a little viral and shit. And then he was like, yo, take this dude off. After that happened, he was like, yo, yeah, man, don't show that shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because that fucks with my shit.
Godfrey didn't have an episode to put up. And then the other episode, because Dave recorded on his side, Dave got 500,000 views on his side for putting up the clip of it because he had recorded it on his end.
Yeah. And so
did you guys know that he was recording?
I didn't know he was recording. I had no idea. I didn't even think about it.
No, we didn't know, but the part of the deal of him coming on was that he could have the footage.
Mm-hmm. Right.
This dude has 4 million followers. So he wasn't charging us anything to come on.
Right.
He was coming on, and all he asked for is just so long as I can get the footage.
So at this point, Lord Jamar is pissed off, and he goes on his podcast to explain what happened in the debate situation, saying he basically wasn't himself, and the guy that's on Godfrey's podcast with him is an ex-pimp, and he felt like that since he played the pimp role, he got Godfrey, calling Godfrey the B word, to do his dirty work to kind of undermine him.
I let this sucker bitch, pull me into some shit. There's a guy on the show that used to be an ex-pimp, and since he couldn't best me the last time, he did what a pimp does, and he got a bitch to do his dirty work. And that's what happened.
Yeah. So he's calling us names and shit like that. It was your behavior, man. You did that. I didn't make you call this dude an F word. I didn't make you say fuck Dave. I didn't make any. I just said you showing up. Cool.
I had no idea that he wasn't inept to with his own points or to deal with this dude or any of that. It was just me putting it together because he asked. So after that, he went to the Flat Earth dudes. He did a show with the Flat Earth dudes. And the dude, well, go ahead, because I can't even explain it.
On it, like you just said, you can't stick a cruise ship or a person to the bottom of it. You can't contain air on the outside of it, so it's not a model; it's a toy. But if we looked at the flat Earth model and compared it to a bucket of a dinner of bucket from Kentucky Fried Chicken with the mashed potatoes and the gravy and everything, the gravy lays level in there. It's contained. You can float a cruise ship on it. The plastic dome over the top, you can put air in there. It'll be contained. No one's going to fall off of it. You put a little boat in there or a person, and it's contained. A bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken is a better model for the Earth than the globe.
So, like, how you don't push back on? Like, all of a sudden, I've seen Dave, and I've seen him. That dude is called Flat Earth Dave. I've seen him debate people before. Never heard him use Kentucky Fried Chicken as the model. A bucket
of it. A bucket.
All of a sudden, now he's talking to a black dude. Now the model. Let me say it so you understand.
That's like a tub of collard green, and there's water in that tub. It's a container, and the collard green.
We hollowed out a watermelon. We put Hennessy. We filled it up with Hennessy. And no shape and point at the time. The boat did not. You couldn't see the bottom of the boat. No matter how Hennessy finds its own level.
And if it's a slave boat, right? There's slaves in the bottom of the boat. Now, okay, at first.
Hey, that got kind of funny at the end, but the moral of the story, guys, know who you're challenging when you're challenging them, and know when you're in a different weight class than you are accustomed to dealing with. If you're debating a professor who is a specialist in teaching science, I don't think that's the person you want to have the flat earth debate with if you're not a scientist on your side. I watch these debates sometimes, like Debate Squared or something like that, to where basically these professionals in their field, at the top of their field, debate the opposite sides of a certain issue, and they're all prepared to debate each other because they're in the same weight class. You're a specialist in rap. Lord Jamar is a specialist in rap, so when it comes to the hip-hop debate, the history of that, you're gonna be proficient. That's why don't nobody want to debate now when it comes to that. But as far as this flat earth stuff, if you're not a scientist, you can't really break down the science on a high level to where a fifth grader can understand it. You don't want to debate no science professor on the flat earth theory. You want someone who agrees with the flat earth theory, that is a scientist or a professor, or has that adequate knowledge on that level. That's what they specialize in, to debate the flat earth theory with the anti-flat earth person. Let me know what y'all perspective is in the comment section. Sonny Bravo. If you like this one, check out this next video that I'm gonna put right there. Holla at y'all next time. 100.